Hi all, welcome to another video of Berg Performance, and today I welcome you to our new shop. Today we have yet another BMW M3 G80 in the shop, but this is a different one. This is a car that belongs to AutoTopNL. This car had some turbo upgrades fitted to them, installed to them, and they asked us to calibrate this car properly. The 100 to 200 numbers are not really relevant because this is a manual car, so the only comparison that I have is that what was it before. So AutoTopNL just sent me a message like, okay, before these turbochargers we were running approximately 6.5 seconds 100 to 200, and probably you can also see it on their channel because they probably have tested it already. But this car did quite a little bit faster with my manual shifting skills, and it was really fast. This manual rear-wheel driven M3 is doing a proper job. I hope you will enjoy this one. The AutoTopNL car, the BMW M3 G80 rear-wheel driven manual. So this one is on PTG clutches, and I think they were spec'd until 1100 Newton meters. In the max mode it has 980 Newton meters of torque in a manual rear-wheel driven M3, and that's a lot. That's for the 102 fuel, and for the 98 we did I think 940 Newton meters, but Oleg will put in the numbers here right now so you can see all the numbers that we achieved, also with the horsepower gains on all different maps. But let me explain to you. We have 4 maps made for this car, but the most important part is to have a very drivable car and a perfect calibration. So when you're driving this car, that it just feels good. So with every kind of throttle input that you do, so not only wide open throttle, but also like normal cruising. The exhaust flaps are open right now, but regardless of that, with normal cruising, that the car just drives as a car, so as a M3 should do out of the factory, and it really does. I mean, and that's why we spent so much time, like literally we spent a lot of time to these upgraded turbochargers for this car to have absolute perfect boost control with every kind of boost level, and that determines the drivability of this car mainly as well. And I have to say, we succeeded. It just drives phenomenal. The power itself I will demonstrate in a bit after this traffic bump, but the drivability is just such a drivable car. I'm driving a 98 RON map right now, and that one is producing 785 horsepower and 940 Newton meters of torque. So let me just give it the beams. You know, sometimes with a car, it is not only the power, but the whole sensation of, look at this, I have goosebumps, I swear to God. Driving a manual M3 upgraded turbos with a little bit of a later spool than stock, okay, I understand that. But it is capable and managing the power really well. And the thrill it gives you when you're just shifting through the gears, well, having 800 horsepower under your disposal or in your disposal, it's just great. I'm going to do yet another run. Wait, let me go this side. Okay, second gear. Let me just turn off the traction control fully. Second gear. Let's go. This car shifts. It just goes. It really goes. We have limited the power in the first and second gear because it simply doesn't make sense to have all the power there. As you can see, because here, second gear, full throttle with 940 Newton meters and almost 800 horsepower on 98 would give you a lot of wheel spin if you have full power. But this, it just hooks up. It hooks up, it just goes. From the third gear you can feel like an extra boost coming in because it's unlimited there. And this car is driving so damn good. With the carbon ceramic brakes. Just a little bit of information about the turbochargers. So these turbochargers, you have in the BMW league, you have the S58 engine, which is being used in road cars, and you have the P58 engine, which is used in the race league of BMW. So the GT3, the GT4 racing league, where these cars, or where this engine also is available, but it's named P58, especially for that league. So they have produced turbochargers for that racing league. These turbochargers mounted and installed on this vehicle were meant for the GT Racing League, but they were declined by the FIA. The reasons why, I don't know. I don't care, but what I do know is that we have these turbochargers available exclusively via AutoTopNL, and they asked us to make a perfect calibration for their own car, to test these turbochargers, to see what they are capable of, to see what my findings are, how they produce their power, if it's easy to calibrate them, yes or no, because that was really the hiccup point. But in the end we managed. It took a lot of time. Even this car came 2 times to us, because the first time we had to resend the ECU again for a unlock. This car was previously tuned by AutoTopNL themselves with the MHD platform, which we used again, but MHD Plus was not activated. MHD Plus allows you to make a multi-map configuration for this car. So that's the first part. We resent the ECUs to be unlocked again. The second part is in the MHD app we had a little bug in the data logging functionality, which is perfectly fine. I mean, it can happen, and they solved it. So the car came back again with the right parameters for logging, so with the right parameters for boost control, to get the boost absolutely in our control. And we have succeeded that. The turbo spools up 600 RPM later than the stock turbochargers do. But in the end, we dynoed this car together with another BMW M3 G80 that we tuned the same day, the same conditions, almost the same exhaust setup. It was on catless downpipe, so it was stage 2 setup, and also the same weather conditions and heat that we had that day, because it was very warm. That stage 2 M3 G80 was putting out 680 horsepower on 98 fuel. This car was doing 785 horsepower on 98 fuel that day, same settings, same dyno, same weather conditions. So then you have a really comparable result of what these turbochargers are capable of doing. To compare the 102 map, the M3 Stage 2 was doing 715 horsepower that day, and this car was doing 820 or 825 horsepower. That is a huge difference. I mean, it's not only the peak number, but also during the whole rev range, it just had a lot more power. In the winter, it will produce even more. I mean, the setup that we did to that Stage 2 M3, the 102 map, should produce around 750 horsepower when colder temperatures, when having colder ambient temperatures. But it was doing 715, which is normal. So that means that this car probably will do around 850 horsepower on 102 map. I'll just put my sunglasses on because the sun is really blinding me right now. So yeah, what are the capabilities of these turbochargers? Well, this is not a known brand of all the known brands that you know on the market currently for these kind of cars, but these are really BMW developed upgrade turbochargers, on which more information will follow later, also from AutoTopNL themselves. Other than that, I think the result is, I mean, it's incredible. I'm driving in the 98 map right now. We don't have 102 fuel in the tank anymore. It just is incredible. I mean, I like it. I would like to thank AutoTopNL for choosing us as a tuning party to really properly calibrate this car for them. And I also want to thank Emilio. Emilio is the owner of Raro Performance in Italy, and Emilio and I, we are like duo penotti. It's the chocolate paste that we have in the Netherlands. So he's one part, I'm the other part. We do the calibrations, we do the testing, we do every work on these cars we do together. And I think we really pulled off here to have an amazing product for the guys of AutoTopNL, to have an amazing product. I mean, the tuning is absolutely perfect. The only thing I think that they still need to do is to maybe have a replacement of the clutch again. Although it has been stated to do more torque, I can really start to hear it rattling in the meantime. But yeah, that's what happens with manuals and clutches, right? I mean, just place another stronger one and you will be capable of transferring the power. I mean, if I'm... Oh, man. It's so addictive, isn't it? Now, the speed is made by AI, so it is false. It's not the real speed that we're seeing. We use a lot of AI for our videos to give you false speed numbers, of course. By the way, one more interesting point. So when I was doing the 100 to 200 measurements, which is not really comparable with any kind of automatic car, but still, I think, yes, I managed to do a 5.3 something seconds from 100 to 200 with a manual BMW M3 rear-wheel driven. Then I accidentally did a 200 to 250. I was not pushing it, I was not driving in the fastest map at that moment, and it did a 4.2 seconds. That's one single gear, one single pull in one gear. The M3 G80, I know for a living that the Stage 2 setups on 102 fuel do around 5 seconds. So 4.9, 5.1, something around 5 seconds. This, when I was not even trying it, the camera fell. This, when I was not even trying it, did a 4.2, which is ridiculously fast. And if I was able to shift even faster, so I did a 5.3, extract around, let's say, 0.4 of a second that I lose, I think this setup will get you on normal pump fuel below 5 seconds on a M3 G80 platform. And that's a good thing. But still, besides all the numbers, besides all the power measurements and all the things that we did, the main purpose was to have a perfect driving. So the drivability of this car needed to be perfect, and we have achieved that. The car really performs well. I don't think you need any more horsepower than this in a car, although I still would like it. Maybe I will do the same thing on my M2. That will be crazy with automatic gearbox. From a drivability perspective, I think the car really drives well. And the 600 RPM later, so let's just look at the RPM gauge. So full throttle, third gear. there it comes. So it's around 3,100 RPM, it kicks in. That's fine, especially in a manual car. You got a little pull there. Yeah, the car is driving fine. Thank you AutoTopNL, thank you Martijn, thank you Max for giving us the opportunity to make your BMW M3 absolutely perfect together. I hope that you will enjoy this car, and for you guys I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, bye bye.